Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am, you're not, I am. How's everybody doing today on this beautiful Tuesday morning? Is it beautiful? I don't know. I think it's like 1 degrees outside. Gosh. 2 dogs, 1 degree. Guys, 90 Day Fiancé, 90 Day Fiancé, my guilty pleasure. 90 Day Fiancé, Before the 90 Days, Season 7, Tell All Part 2. And I'm busting at the seams, guys. Niles went face to face with Adnan. Everybody had a problem with Adnan. I got a problem with Adnan. 23-year-old know-it-all, knows jack shit. Him and Tiger Lily, this woman who I don't care that she's older. You know, she's got a lot of money because she married an older man before. She's got a kid, so she's got alimony. She's got child support, all that good stuff coming in. She doesn't mention her kid. That's okay. But now she's got a new kid, baby. She gave birth with Adnan. They don't know each other very well, but they're married. He's Muslim. She's Christian. He said, I can marry her. I can marry her, and she can practice her Christianity, and I can practice, my Muslim. But, see over there? Sonny and Veah? They can't do that. They can't do that. Nobody could do anything, according to Adnan, because in order for Adnan to give approval, you have to give approval to who Adnan is. Adnan! You got to grow up, man. Listen, I know you think you're all that. Your looks are going to fade. You're going to start losing hair. Oops! You already are. Somebody's already got that out on the internet. So, you could pay to get. But while they're fixing your hair, adding some hair, they need to add some fucking brain cells because you're a moron. You are so condescending. Tiger Lily, the fact that, I got to say, out of all the couples there, they, to me, they're worse to me than Lauren, to be honest with you. Because Lauren is Lauren. And he makes no apologies for being Lauren. He admits things. Gonorrhea. I think that Lauren is very messed up, and with some therapy, there's hope. Gonorrhea. I'm not sure about Adnan. I'm not sure about Adnan, and I'm not sure about Tiger Lily. Because, put yourself in this situation. There was a disagreement because Vanja, who's very beautiful woman, and but very respectful. I think Vanja holds herself up with class, and she's tactful, but she's a belly dancer type. I don't know. I don't want to say she's an erotic dancer because that makes it, almost dirty, and she does a beautiful dancing. So anyway, as you see me, anyway, she wanted to talk to Adnan. I know what she was trying to do. She was trying to get him just to stay because she wanted to make a point that why do you have to stop talking, or why does Tiger Lily have to not be able to talk to a man if you're not around? Why do you not have the trust? And they're arguing and saying it's not trust, it's respect. Okay. It's only respect because somebody's asking you not to do it and you're following the rules of not doing it. But why do you think they're asking you not to do it? Is that trust? That's trust. We live in a world, no matter what you believe in, we live in a world of many, many people. There's billions. What is it, like 8 billion now? It's crazy, right? There's men, there's women, right? I don't know where it's healthy, where you're not supposed to get along and communicate and correspond and be civil in civilization to the opposite sex. Unless the opposite sex has criminal charges pending or the ability to have criminal charges pending, I don't understand why there can't be a communication between two strangers. But they can only do it if they're in the room and they call it respect. Yeah, there's something behind the respect, and that's what I would ask. Why? What is it behind that? But yeah, Adnan, he really showed his age and showed how important he thinks he is. And he was very disinterested in what anybody had to say except what he had to say. And he did have this bobblehead effect when people were talking to him and trying to talk to him, to at least get his nonsense out of their relationship. They would be doing, a section or a segment, I'm sorry, on Vanja. I'm sorry, not on Vanya. But though he had something to say about Vanya and how Vanya's dressed, that she only dresses that way for attention. And Vanya's saying, listen, I dress this way because I feel beautiful. Who are you to say anything? He's supposed to be a model. What are you modeling over there? Isn't it clothes? Clothes her expression. That's her expression. She's a classy lady, So why does he feel it necessary to inject himself into Niles? I mean, Niles is on the spectrum, and Niles went up against him. Niles was like, you disrespected me in front of my dad, you disrespected me in front of my wife, and gives him the gooey eyeballs. He's lifting his glasses up. And this guy's just getting off on it. Adnan is just getting off on it. And granted, fine, I say his name 100 different ways. I don't care what his name is. Tiger Lily, he's a bad look. And I hope you don't raise children like him, because he calls something, he says it's respect. And you're silly enough to make the world even smaller by saying, well, you can't do this. If I can't do that, you can't do that. You guys, he's doing exactly what you want. There's going to be two people in your whole wide world. Good luck with that, because that's what's going on. Seriously, that's what's going on there. Well, let's be real. It kind of looks like she already drank the Kool-Aid, because she was like an echo chamber for Adnan in his stupid ass ways that she doesn't want to follow, but yet she's ready to tell and co-sign his bad behavior when it comes to other people. So Niles, I gotta say, I like Niles. More than that, I think his wife is so good for him. Matilda is just so good, and she's a beautiful girl. What a beautiful woman she is. And you can tell she's going to wear the pants and the dresses in that family. But you know what? I think that they do work well together. I think that she's going to be very good for him. And what I can't understand is, if Niles' family is actually watching this, can't they see that this woman loves their son? I mean, the fact that she comes from Africa has nothing to do with, it's not for money, because he has none, and it's not to get to the USA. It doesn't look that way. Somebody can actually love your son. And that's what I feel this family, Niles' family, I feel is almost making him think that nobody could love him because of his restrictions. And that's not the case. But from what I see, from what, is televised, yeah, Niles seems very blessed to have Matilda, and she's very good for him. I think so. I think so. So I like them a lot. So Veah and Sonny, who again, Adnan had to go ahead and interject himself by saying they assumed that Veah, who once upon a time I think was Amish, right? Or Mennonite. I think she was something like that. I think so. But she has a relationship with Jesus. And I agree that the relationship that we have with our God is about us and our God. That's what Quakers think. The Quakers, the relationship is it's between us. It's not that other people don't exist, but it's that it's none of my business what relationship you have. If you believe in God, that's okay, because God is love, God is peace, God is harmonious, God is all of these things. God brings out the best in us if we believe, right? To me, it doesn't matter what you call your God. It's just that the guidebook with God brings out the best in us. We strive to be better. So, when Veah got really vocal about, whoa, you're not going to tell me I don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ, or I don't believe in Jesus Christ. That wasn't quite the way she said it. But her relationship with Jesus Christ was something she was very passionate about. And for Adnan and Tiger Lily to just assume, she pulled out of what overpowered her life. To me, religion benefits your life. It doesn't become your whole life. And Adnan would even say that's not the case with him, because there are things that that he does that he shouldn't be doing. 100%. I believe that. And Tiger Lily, in my opinion, if you're a strict Muslim, he should be marrying a Muslim, in my opinion. But I could be wrong. They're raising their kid how they raising their kid. So I don't know, and I think it was not well put when Veah made the comment, well, you don't have to be such a strict Muslim and you could still be a Muslim. In other words, you're a Christian. All you have to do to be a Christian is believe in Jesus Christ. That's all that makes us a Christian, is just the fact that we believe in Jesus Christ. Being a good Christian is something different, right? So, and being an Orthodox Catholic or a Roman Catholic or something so traditional comes with its own set of traditions and values and everything, kind of like Muslim. But there are more, what's the word I want to use? More, I don't want to say that. I don't want to use that word. There are more less reserved Muslim people and people that are more open, I think, just because that's what's going on in the world. And they take the religion and what they believe in, Allah, and they make it theirs and they make it their own. And that's what I think Sonny was saying was, hey, listen, in a way, it was almost like confession. Let me do something wrong, but I can go to confession and make it right. I mean, that's kind of the way. But that's his relationship with his God. And if he's okay with it and it feels right within him, that's all he's got to answer to and for. That's it. So it's not for Adnan to be making all of this and making such a shit show of the whole tell-all, where he really did make a shit show of the whole tell-all. He's not that smart. He ain't even that good looking, to be honest with you. So it was a mess there. Joey and Magda, okay, so it's Magda, not Magna. So Joey dated a woman for months upon months and he couldn't get her name right. I think that Joey does love Magda. I think that first of all, the $12, him going back. So he was late he was on the way to the airport. He was already late. Florida traffic's horrendous, and supposedly he's in West Palm Beach, right? So that's just shit show to begin with. But he realizes, oh shit, man, I forgot my little drinks. How he got them onto the plane, I don't know. I don't know how he got shots onto the plane, liquid like that. I don't know. I mean, he must have put it inside of his bathroom stuff or something. They tend to go, but he was open. I don't know. It had to be in his carry-on or something. So he made up these shots of alcohol because on the plane they're like $12 each. Joey, I got to ask you, how many shots are you taking? That's really going to take a hit for you, because even if you were to take 10 shots, it was much cheaper to buy those shots than to miss an airplane and to look so bad. So Joey, that screams alcoholism to me. That just screams it, especially when Magda says, yeah, he drinks all the time. Like, Magda, are you sure that this is the person that you want to be with? Because it's not that he's going to keep drinking the same amount all the time, because he's not going to get as high. You know what I'm saying? He's going to start consuming more and more and more. How responsible is he in driving? What kind of dad is that? Do you trust a baby with that? If he drinks all the time, this is something that needs to be addressed. This is why there's 90 days and then some. There's a lot more. You could see the drinking from way over in another country. Magda, I'm serious. This is going to be an issue. So, I mean, if seriously, if he can't, I don't understand. Here's a guy who makes good money, and I don't understand about that completely. I just don't understand. Like, you could buy that shit. It makes me think maybe something else was forgotten. I don't know. It makes me think that something else might be going on there. I don't know. Um, so I was just there's some wild stuff. Next week's tell all. I'm down for it, guys. I am down for it. I am down for it. I just love 90 Day Fiance because we're allowed to laugh and joke and I don't wish anybody any. There are real people here, there are, and there are babies being born here, and to me, this guy won't sign a post-nuptial. You just had a baby with him. You don't trust him with your money. You trust him with your kid. What's going on here? It's like, and please let him leave. You got to look out for your people. I don't understand how Adnan comes from where he comes from when his mother is so pro women and don't stifle women and let women be their independence. And I'm pretty sure it's probably because she was stifled and squashed. And though she raised a strong man, she's saying you could be a better person by letting somebody be who they are, And he he must resent a little bit about his mom's strengths and his mom's opinions. I'm not a therapist, but his own mom isn't speaking what he's speaking. And I just really grew to not like this guy. He did not present well. It's a show, but that showed you something about him because it was a show to everybody else as well. Yeah. So we're down for it next week. Tell all part 3. Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Don't forget, be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Always be kind. Thanks, guys.